So I got asked a question and I thought that to get it actually out there, because I'm so busy working crazy overtime to try and get this app up and running for my team, that probably voice is the best way to do it. Anyway, so I got asked about whether leg day is good to do every day, whether it's good to train legs every day. Some coaches say not to do it, some coaches blah blah blah. So I can't really answer this in like a sentence or a paragraph, because the real answer is that it depends on many things. One, your nutrition and everything related to recovery that there is, because if you aren't putting in adequate sleep, rest, recovery, and so forth, then you're not going to be able to recover from repetitive bouts of leg training. That's one. But also, there is the variance of like how much legs are you doing in that session. Like, is it just a pure leg day, or is it a full body day, or is it a pull day where you just do like pull for legs or push for legs and so forth? Because it's like a weekly equated volume. It's kind of like when you work out your macros or your calories for the week, and you want to make sure that you have that average spread out for the week, even though I don't really want to talk on that, because that's not really how food is either. You don't want to say, oh, okay, it doesn't matter if I go like really under on these days, so I can splurge on these days, because if you severely like under eat what you should be eating during the week so you can just go crazy on the weekend, the cycle you are setting up for metabolic havoc is insane. But back to the actual question at hand. So for me, I do full body Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday now. And on Tuesdays and Fridays, I do conditioning. Now, these conditioning sessions are also very heavy leg based. So I'm pretty much targeting my legs every single day. Now, is this good? Is this bad? The answer is it depends. And I'm fueling adequately for it in terms of nutrition. And also my programming is strategized properly in that it's not like, let's just do crazy junk volume of legs every single day. No, like yesterday, for example, I had my most bodybuilder type of session, as in high reps, but only 2 of my exercises were legs. All my others were upper body, like back and chest. So in the scheme of that, yeah, I can then attack lower body today like I did, because the legs today that I did was sled push and sled pull for my conditioning. And burpees, I consider burpees pretty much legs as well, because there's the jump component of it. And it's explosive. Now, before yesterday's session, which was what I mentioned about the 2 leg exercises that were more bodybuilder-like, the one before that, I had deadlift, and that was supersetted with my bench press, and I'm pretty sure I had a cyclist squat yesterday as well. I mean, the day before as well, and 1 other leg exercise. So I had 4 leg exercises. Deadlifts, I consider both a leg exercise and a back exercise. It's like pretty much everything, but you can tell that I had legs that day. And then the day before wasn't so much a legs, but if you do the rower properly, you're using a lot of leg power to get to actually do rower sprints. So that was the leg component of that one day. And then the one before, which is the one that really killed me, is where I had my barbell RDL, and I had another type of squats, I think. I can't remember what I did. But I had, I'm pretty sure, another 3 leg exercises that day. So you can tell by the way that my week is set up that, yeah, I can target legs every day, because I'm not smashing them out. I'm not going balls to the wall hard to like can't crawl out of the gym and just annihilated my legs. I'm doing enough volume for that day, enough sets times reps to allow me to repeat that effort again the next day without eating into recovery or eating into any muscle building potential. So I hope that answers that question. I really hope that answers that question. But now I really want to talk about the whole food thing. Now when it comes to the food, you really don't want to be severely restricting yourself during the week so that you can like splurge on the weekend to make up for the macros, because that's pretty much like doing a whole binge and purge cycle. And if you're severely under eating for those like 2, 3, 4 days, your metabolism is going to down regulate. Yes, even with just 3 days of under eating, 4 days, 5 days of under eating, your metabolism will really down regulate. You'll find out like all the different showers of metabolic down regulation will start to appear over time. And the weekend itself, like Friday night, if you do Friday nights as well, and then Saturday and Sunday, if you're overeating on those days, that's not enough to restore your metabolism back to where it was. If you think that doing the whole binge weekend restrict weeks is serving you, it's really, really not. Which is why I say try and keep your calories as consistent as possible through the week, with only a little lenience on either side if you have to account for that. But always, always, always hit your protein. Never, ever, ever skimp on your protein. That's a very, very, very big must. But when it comes to the averaging out of the other macros, this is where you need to be careful with what you pick, because carbs and fats both provide energy, like they're your energy macros. Protein serves every important function that you can think of, from metabolism to muscle building to regulation of certain enzymatic processes in your body. So skimping, like not meeting your quota of protein, can be very detrimental, as well as the fact that protein is the most thermogenic nutrient that you can have. So it takes more energy to break down protein than it does any other macro, which is why sometimes it can provide a caloric funnel, if that even makes sense, where if more of your calories are shifted towards protein than fats and carbs, then you have a greater thermic effect of food, if that makes sense in itself. And this is also one of the reasons why I like, because fats are most easily stored as fats. So if someone can't tolerate carbs, I'm most likely to put those calories into protein versus fats, because a lot of the time, if someone is really stressed out or has been severely dieting, which most people who are insulin resistant are, they can't tolerate fats all that well either. So yeah, anyway, that's my little ramble. I hope it makes sense, and if you have any other topics, just let me know.